So I wish I had happy news, but it doesn't look like good news, does it? That's because it's not really great. We thought it was kind of chuffing, trying to start, and then we realised the injectors weren't firing, and yet there was something going in burning. So I had some great concern. If I was honest, I took a bit of a depth of depression that basically was oil pouring in somewhere and burning. Then I had the thought maybe it's an injector. Pulled the injectors and we found one injector to be very, very wet, even if unplugged. So I flicked all the injectors round, plugged one in, cranked it, nothing. But this one, when pressure builds, as you can see in my lovely bottle, no, it's not product placement if you're wondering, but let me just pop you down here. See if I can pop you down without falling over. I don't know if you can see the injector in there. So this is not plugged in, this injector, it's just got a fuel rail on it. And this is what happens. So basically the injector's dead. Well, the engine it was running before, man, it must have run badly because that's just pouring fuel in, basically. So dead injector. Thankfully, Piggy scrounged some injectors, and we're also going to check the cam pulley is correct as well for the timing, because even plugged in, we saw a minute ago, and I plugged the injectors in, they're not firing, but obviously you can see they've got fuel. So next test. Oh yeah, and I haven't got Peugeot Planet because it's not working properly. This is why I'm doing rather rudimentary tests here, flicking the pipes around and seeing if injectors are firing, basically. Hey ho. Oh! Okay, a lot has gone on with this. Well, a lot of time has passed, but not much has happened. A couple of weeks of troubleshooting with wiring, ECUs, sensors, fueling, injectors, pulleys. So much has happened, and so much has gone wrong. As you can see, the cylinder head's there, and that's a lot of damage in there. What I know for absolute sure so far is that down in this cylinder, this cylinder here, in cylinder number 2, there is some bits of metal that shouldn't be. Rockers have definitely smashed. I don't know why. Timing was triple checked, quadruple checked. But that's where we are, people. We're about to lift the head and find what's further. I'm gutted, and I could easily let this go now, to be honest. It's not going to be good in that block, and I don't really want to lift the head, if I'm honest. But there we go. That's what we got. So let's get the head off. My worst fears have been realised. So we have at least 2 bent valves here. They're not returning, which you can see on the other side, because they're higher. That. Just noticed that's popped off the collets. That is a mess, that one. So we'll have a little look at that. But here's where the real damage is. Obviously, you can see that is where the glow plug normally is, and that was embedded in it like that. So I took the head off, and that's what it was like. There's damage in there, and the shaft itself is there and was in here. See the reprofiling of that piston there. This is bad news, everyone. Bad news. I don't think I've had such a low moment with cars, actually. I've no idea why. I've checked the cams, which I've put away now, and they were in time. And I checked the engine timing. Oh, I literally lost count how many times, and it was perfect every time. And that's happened. I think this is possibly game over. I mean, brand new skimmed head.
So, hi folks. So you join me on that. Well, it's a moment. Is it a good moment? Is it a bad moment? I don't know. But after over a year of meticulously buying parts, working hard to buy parts, working hard to find parts, putting parts together, cleaning parts, making parts fit, buying other parts because the first parts wouldn't fit properly, headaches, migraines, late nights, I'm now taking it all apart again. To upgrade because it's gone so well? No. Because it's gone horrifically wrong before it even properly run. So, the sump on Peugeots don't leak, really. Probably because there's about 5 million bolts on them. Which is good because they don't leak. But it's flipping annoying. When you want to take it off, you've already had to take the aircon pump off, which means taking the auxiliary belt off. And then the tensioner off, because that's in the way of one of the bolts. And then you have to stick a screwdriver at the back of it, as you've only just got enough space, because the bolt always spins. I'm happy. I'm so happy. Then you get to this point you realise there's bolts there that don't have an Allen on, you haven't got a socket to hand. There we go. So what am I doing? I'm taking the sump off. Why, you might ask, am I taking the sump off? I love this shiny engine. Well, the reason I'm taking the sump off, as you so kindly asked, is because I need to get 2 pistons out. Why do I need to get 2 pistons out, you wonder? Well, because of the shot I just showed you, I expect. Also just a little kiss. It was actually proper contact after the valve snapped off. Right. Ground away an old extension. So I don't have air guns, but I can make up stuff that works. Haha. Winning.
So, it's a 2-cylinder now. It's a little bang bang pop pop. Lovely. Well, get those pistons swapped and get it ready. There we go, sump's all cleaned out again. Good opportunity really. Engine basically had a nice flush, I suppose. It will get another one, but and it's ready to go on. We've just torqued up the rod bolts. Very nice, 48 foot-pounds for future reference if everyone's using ARP rod bolts. Thankfully I had some ARP grease left for the threads as well. And I don't know if I've shown you, but pistons have been replaced. So 2 new ones down there. Well, replacement, second-hand ones. So let's get on with it. Let's just whack this back on with all those bolts. Because 4 isn't enough. So I'm just about to strip this head down, start investigating. Well, we have a pile of metal, scrap metal, with valves with the ends taken off. We have a few different theories, and none of them seem to match up with both damage of rockers and valves bent. The amazing thing for me is on this cylinder, cylinder 2 from the cam belt end, this head of this snapped off and went straight in there where the glow plug is. You can see that one there. Oh, it gave it such force that it actually popped the centre of the glow plug straight up and out. Can you see that? That's incredible. Other than that damage on the face, so we should be able to reuse this. Hopefully that with a skim. And we need 1 valve stem on that cylinder there, I believe. Just a little chip in it. Now the timing was okay when I removed it, so what we're left with, not much really. Either the timing slips and all the rockers break, but not the tops of the valve snapping off, so we need to investigate that further. This is more of a log. I don't know if I'm going to use this video, and if you're watching it until this point here, then I'm not sure I have respect for you, but thank you anyway. You should be doing better things with your time than watching me make some mistake. I just wish I knew what the mistake was.